Alright, so the first step to this is to get the car up on a jack. I don't have my jack stands, and I probably should, because if this were to fail, it's going to smash me. But I didn't use the pinch welds because these are kind of rusty, and don't really trust them because up here you can see it bent from the jack. So I went ahead and just jacked up on the frame, which is right there. Just be careful if you do that, not to smash any of the fuel lines or anything, because that would be bad. Anyways, our fuel filter is right up here. This is on the passenger side of the car, so here's the back tire, and then this is the tank right here, this big gray thing. So it's right in front of the tank up here. Now there's these special clips right here, and you need this special tool, and I got mine at I think Advanced Auto, but they're not very expensive. I believe it's a 5/16 that you need. There's a couple types, you can get both, but I'll tell you once I do it. It'll be in the beginning of the video. So anyways, that's our first step. Our second step is we're going to take out the fuel pump fuse and then turn the car on and let it run till the fuel runs out, and then try and crank it for about 5 seconds to get all the fuel out of the lines. Now it's probably going to drip fuel. Do not smoke or anything while you do this. It can cause this gas tank to explode, and you probably don't want that because it'd be a really bad day. So we're going to give you an overview of what's going to happen here. Basically, oh man, it's hard to get down here. Basically, there's these clips right here on either side, and I believe they push in, so we'll stick this tool inside of it, because I'll take these lines off. And then there's a bolt up here. Let me get my flash on real quick. Alright, so when you get down here, there's going to be a fitting on either side, and we have to use this special tool that you will see me use. Let's get it right now, actually. Oh my god. It's right there. And it's a 5/16 fitting, I'm pretty sure, and you're going to push that into where those plastic things are. You'll see it'll kind of cup it. But you'll take both of these off, and then I'm going to undo this up here. So this whole thing will drop down, this whole piece, and we'll undo this screw and then basically swap the filters out. Okay, so the fuel pump relay is going to be the second one from the right under your hood. So it's going to be this relay right here, and that's going to keep the fuel pump from pumping fuel into the engine. So, almost there, I think. Yeah, there it comes. So if you don't have a pair of pliers, or you don't want to wait for this to come out, then you can use pliers, but I probably should just use pliers, but I got it out. So let's go in the car. I'm going to turn the car on until it dies. Which won't take very long. I don't think, anyways. We'll find out. But we'll see the car start to stumble and die here. Kind of see the idle's already acting up, just because it can't pump that fuel in. Alright, so my check engine light's on, probably because the relay's pulled out. It's realizing it's not getting enough fuel. Be right back when this thing starts to die. One more thing, it might not hurt to press on the gas. Get the fuel out of there. Yeah, you can kind of tell. So I'm just revving to 2,000. Okay. Okay, we're getting ready to die here. You can see it's starting to. This take a little bit. It's only been maybe a few minutes. But I'm just revving. Just to get all that gas out. Alright, oh, it almost died there. I'm gonna hit the gas. Giving it, there it goes. Boom, just died. Okay, so giving it gas is basically just opening up the injectors more, so it's spraying more fuel into the engine, so it's gonna clear the lines out faster. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try and I'm gonna crank it about 5 seconds, and if it starts up, then we'll keep going until it doesn't start. We want it to get as much fuel out of those lines as possible. So here we go. Barely staying alive. Alright, so it died again. Try again. Died again. Okay. Okay. Yep. Okay. So I'm gonna say that's probably enough right now. We'll go back and disconnect those lines. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to fit my tripod under there. I might just be able to lay the phone down or something, lay it on something, but we'll figure that out. Alright, so I cannot get in there or get the phone on my tripod. So I'm gonna just keep it on the ground and try and show you what I do. So let's see. I think actually it's a squeeze. And I'm able to squeeze it. See if I turn this, if I can do that. Alright, so pop that up. Okay, so you might just be able to push them in, I guess, on this one. Pull that up. Okay. Now, fuel's already starting to fall down from that. Basically, I'm just gonna move this, and then there it is. There's fuel falling all over the ground now. So, okay, so this is all the fuel that got onto me, or that like fell out of that line. That's just one line. So basically it's a push tab, and then it'll push up like that. So this line's off, and the other side's the same. Okay, so now that we got that line loose, I just turn it off to the side. Watch out, because fuel's gonna drip here. But I use a 9/16 socket and an extension to get this out. Let's turn that around. You see fuel's dripping. Actually had a lot of fuel come out. It's all dried up now, but a lot of fuel came out. So make sure you have some rags and you're not smoking. That's all I can say. If you're smoking, you're gonna have a bad day probably. But I gotta put this camera down. Let me see if I'm gonna set it here. I don't know if you guys will be able to see what I'm doing or not. Alright, so I got that out right here. Just push it. You're able to turn this one, so I get this one out first and then push it, and then you squeeze. Oh man. You squeeze these and push up. And you can use a flathead if it makes it easier. I gotta use two hands because, let's see, I don't know if you guys will be able to see me do this one. There's one side, there's the other, and you just, yeah, this other one is not a squeeze type, so I do need that tool. So I ended up breaking these clips. I ended up going to, I think, Advanced Auto, and I got new clips for $5. They're 5/16 size, and you can just take the pieces with you and match them up. But yeah, it's honestly way easier to break that clip up top than to sit there with that tool and try and get it out. At least for me, in my experience. So I just want to let you guys know that those are replaceable if you break. Okay. That, I'm gonna push toward the fitting. I think I might be able to just get a flathead in there rather than fucking do this, because that's pretty difficult. So I'm gonna grab a flathead real quick. Let's see if I can just do this. Oh, there we go. I just break it. Oh, there goes that. Fuck yes. Of course, it's got to be a pain. Let's see if I can use this now. Just like that. There it goes. And there's our fuel filter. So you want to pay attention to what way it comes out. There should be an arrow somewhere. It shows the inlet and outlet. And okay, so on that plastic clip that I broke, you do need that special tool. It fits inside there, and you're supposed to, I think it goes around it, but it's supposed to go in and up like the other ones. It's just really hard to get to because it's on the opposite side. So you do need the tool. So basically what you're going to look for is on your new one here, there's an arrow. And on your old one, there's an arrow. Now, this was sitting up there like this. So, let's see. Get all these sockets out. So, 7mm. To get this off, you're going to loosen that. And then you'll basically switch. You'll slide this one out and then slide this one in the same spot with the arrow facing outward from where this bracket is. Okay, so I'm gonna do this real quick. Okay, so I loosen that. Slides out like this. Got my arrow like this. Slide it in. And then it has a stop on the end, so it won't go any farther. You'll know when you're done. Tighten that back up. Okay, now that's tight. So now we go back under the car. I'm gonna set you guys right there. You're gonna get that bolt. And you're gonna bolt this in first before you connect those lines. want to go to the right where that line bends on the passenger side. This line, it'll bend again over here. So you go through there and you can sneak it up. But I mean, if you get it out, you'll know how to get it in. Okay. Be careful not to cross thread this. You want to get it in straight. So there, I got it in straight. So I'm just gonna screw this up into there for a little bit. Only going upwards. Now, let's see. So there's a little notch in there, right there, that you want to get this lined up with before you tighten it down. So mine's all lined up. Tighten it down. And I'm really sorry if you guys can't see. I mean, I can barely even get under here myself, so I'm just trying my best. This is what you guys are gonna endure if you're doing this at home. Okay, let's see if that's tight. Yeah, that's how it's gonna be right there. Supposed to sit a little loose, which is not a bad thing. And I'll go over like this and push in. So I'm not gonna put that clip in. I gotta run in and well, I don't have it, it's broke, but I gotta run up and go get a new one, and then that'll just push down, and then we'll just put this piece back in, and it goes on this side first, like that. Make sure you push it firmly, and then on the fuel pump side, like that, and you'll hear it snap like that. So let me get that to happen on the other side. Might not do it on this side, but yeah, well, I think. Okay, so it doesn't make that snapping noise on the other side. And then just press the clip back down and it'll click. So this is all ready to go. Minus that one clip. So now, with that done, you're gonna put your relay back in. And that way your fuel pump can work again. And then you're gonna wanna come in here and prime your fuel pump. So it'll sound dry like that at first. Just keep turning it over, and that noise will go away. See how it's getting quieter? It's building fuel pressure back to the rails. So I'm gonna go ahead and try and start it. I turned it about 5 times, so there we go. Thank you guys for watching. If this video helped you, go ahead and leave a like and subscribe. I try and upload when I can, when I have to do work on my cars. Also, this check engine light will probably go away while you're driving. It was just on telling you that it's not getting enough fuel and something's wrong. But just keep driving and it should go away. If it doesn't, you can go to an auto parts store and they'll clear it for you for free. But yeah, so go ahead and subscribe, leave a like. If you have any questions, drop it down in the comments. Be careful of that top clip. It's really hard to get to and it's a bit stubborn, but you use that special tool and you should have no problem getting to it. So yeah, until next time guys, bye.